Very warm welcome to all the viewers who is viewing this video. I, Dr. Santosh Sanodiya, Professor SIRT Bhopal. Today I am giving you a learning tips concerned to the engineering curves for the module of engineering graphics subjects. This subject is concerned to the transformation of technologies in all the aspects. Basically, this particular engineering curves and their applications, or we can say that uses, it is going to be very much particular for the industries concerned to their production lines for desired outcome of the products. So why this engineering curve plays an important role? Because all the engineering materials which is going to be prepared for production of any product which is required for the human needs, it is all concerned to the transformation of technologies useful by their nature and characteristics. Also concerned to the laws of nature represented on graph and useful in engineering in understanding laws, manufacturing of various items, designing mechanisms, analysis of forces, construction of bridges, dams, water tanks. These all are the basic applications through which we can understand that why this engineering curve is very important. So its scope is very wide, concerned to the industries or industry experts as well as the manufacturing units. So what are the basic things that is going to be covered in engineering graphics? It is all related to understand that comes under classification, the conics, or we can say that simply the conic section. This helps to understand that why the curve structure on engineering material is required, because maximum products in automobile engineering, or we can say that in electronic circuits, or in any defense, naval defense, or any of the useful product we are customizing in daily needs, that all requires a curve structure on their sheet metals or engineering materials. So without using these conics or cycloidal curves, involute, spiral, helix, sine or and cosine, we are not able to create the perfect curve structure on the engineering material, which is basically concerned to the requirement of product. All that particular conditions comes under the conics or cycloidal curves. It is going to be very clearly understand with the help of the cone. Cone is one of the solid structure, or we can consider it also a hollow structure. So in three-dimensional view, the pictorial view represent here as this is the cone having one of the base and vertex as well as axis is shown here. So it is a surface generated by moving a straight line, keeping one of its end fixed and the other end makes a closed curve. The fixed point is known as the vertex or apex. The closed curve is known as base. If the base or closed curve is a circle, we get a cone. If the base, if it is closed curve is, that is a polygon, we get a pyramid. These all concern things particularly elaborated one by one in our next learning of the same module. So with this respective cone, the line joins apex to the center of the base is called axis. And if axis is perpendicular to base, it is called as the right circular cone. If axis of cone is not perpendicular to base, it is called as the oblique cone. The line joins vertex or apex to the circumference of a cone is known as generators. So with respect to this particular given cone, vertex or axis, cone axis, generator and base, it is shown clearly on this pictorial representation on the current slide. Here, conics can be understood with the help of different cut section or cutting plane, which is going to be cut that solid into a different positions. So what will be the outcome of the respective cut surface? So here, the section obtained by the intersection of a right circular cone by cutting plane in different position relative to the axis of the cone that are called the conics. Suppose that we have a cone and one of the cutting plane which is going to be cut that cone parallel to the base, the outcome of that respective surface or cut surface, that is going to be a circle. So it is shown clearly here at the top view of this section, that is the circle as an outcome of the cutting surface from the cone when cutting plane is going to be cut parallel to the base. Same cutting plane, if it is inclined to the axis and it cuts both the extreme generators, so their outcome is going to be a ellipse. The cut surface, remaining cut surface, if we can see with respect to their plane surface, so it is ellipse as an outcome. And one of the cutting plane, suppose that cutting plane cuts the cone which is perpendicular to the base and parallel to the axis, and it cuts one of the generator and base. So the remaining outcome of that conical surface or conic section, that is going to be parabola. So with respect to this aspect, all the industries is going to be followed these engineering curves from the conics on engineering material. For example, we can count here, or the best application of the real engineering nowadays, automobile engineering is having a very wide variety of curved structures. They are body feature, aesthetic feature, ergonomics features, and their functional features. It is all concerned to the engineering curves on the respective building structure or body chassis as well as the body of the automobile. It is all concerned to the conics that comes under the engineering curves. It plays a very important and wide role there. So here, conics can be cut by different cutting plane from the different position with respect to their axis or generator or base. So we get a triangle, circle, ellipse, parabola, and hyperbola particularly. And these all things helps for manufacturing their functional, aesthetic, and ergonomics requirement of the products. It fulfills all these three requirements. Suppose this is one of the triangle structure or isosceles triangle structure. When the cutting plane contains the apex, we get a triangle as the section. I think everyone can easily understand with their pictorial representation. The circle, as I told you, that when the cutting plane is perpendicular to the axis or parallel to the base in a right cone, we get circle the section, that is section plane of circle. Similarly, you all will be able to understand that how ellipse will get, as I previously discussed also, when the cutting plane is inclined to the axis but not parallel to generator, or the inclination of the cutting plane alpha is greater than the semi-cone angle, that is theta, we get an ellipse as the section. So here the angle alpha on the diagram, that is greater than the theta angle. So this particular position outcome of this cutting surface, when we convert it into a plane structure or like this, so that is ellipse. Similarly, parabola. Suppose that cutting plane is going to be inclined and it cuts one of the extreme generator and base. So the remaining part of the cut section where the alpha angle as well as theta angle is going to be followed there same. If this angle is same, the outcome of that part is going to be concerned with the parabola as a obtained curve. So this is the power of engineering curves for building any engineering material or any of the structure, any of the building structure, any of the machine component structure, any of the functional or aesthetic as well as ergonomics requirement of the product. Here this is hyperbola. This is concerned with when alpha angle is less than theta, then it gives us the cut surface as a hyperbola. So with this concern, you all students can understand easily what is the basic scope and importance of engineering curve for the particular product outcome purpose. So it is all very much particular to the industries or transformation of technologies. With the help of different machine tools and techniques, these all curve can get extra aesthetic features for the requirement of the product as well as it fulfills the need of humans. So with concern to these all things, in our today's topic, these three things is going to be very much clearly learned. So you all can get benefit by viewing this video and take maximum benefit concerned to the application of real engineering. So thank you so much everyone for your patience listening and follow these videos. In my next video, I'm going to be concerned to the same module for the next topic. Thank you everyone for watching video.